lot of the afternoon stuff out of the way. It's about 2:45 now. I'm going to Monticello to do a rekey on a local store. Then I have to go to South Fallsburg, drop off some keys, and then back to Liberty to repair a lock. Kind of like a racquetball here, back and forth all over the place today. Just leave one spot, go to another, come right back to where you just left. You can't seem to win. It's just one of those days. But anyway, let's get rolling. So that's what we're going to be rekeying, is right there, the Monticello Bagel Bakery. If you need bagels anywhere when you're in upstate New York, by far the best bagels. I've eaten bagels all over the country, and they by far have the best bagels I've ever eaten. All right, and before I take this off, you guys can see that this top screw has loosened and really rubbed the hell out of that for years. So we're going to tighten this up and get that back in where it belongs. Okay, so now this door is all done. Everything is back in flush. You can see where it's been rubbing forever. Closes. Works absolutely perfect now. All right, so we got the that old US lock RXO out of there. I put it on an LSDA LSA cylinder. They just want like some sort of key restriction, just so they can't run to the hardware store and get a key cut. It's fine for what they need, but they also took 20 keys, so it's not really like you should even change the locks at that point. That's a lot of keys to be out there for a small bagel bakery. Anyway, I got to run to Fallsburg. I have to drop off some best keys to one of the hardware stores there, and I'll be right back with you. Alright, so I dropped off those best J key blanks. Now I'm running to Liberty. I put that guy's Kwikset Halo in, I don't know, 5 months ago or so, in that warehouse. I mean, it's not made for a commercial lock, but that's what he wanted for the Wi-Fi. That's what he bought. Now I have to go adjust it because it's not self-closing. It's not locking itself, so it's obviously not lining up with the deadbolt hole. So we're going to have to go there and adjust whatever's going on. I mean, there's literally a foot of hard-packed snow on the roof, so that could be the culprit more than likely. But anyway, let's run over there and see what's going on with that. We'll adjust it. All right, so we just pulled into this warehouse. Let's see exactly what's going on with this door. All right, so as I expected, this door is rubbing up top. You can see where they put T111 on here, and it hits the door. This door, the lock that I put in, actually works perfect. This is the one I use the old Kwikset drive-in on, not the newer style. Works perfect. And if you look, this corner is rocking and rolling, and this is overshooting that. So I'm just going to knock this T111 off, and we'll tighten these old ghetto-fied screws on the hinges here and see what we can do. Okay, so now this door, cut this back so it's back in where it belongs, and when this closes, it's perfect now. Nice and smooth, and from the inside, perfectly smooth. But as you can see, another quality door. All right, so with that door, yeah, I'm sure you can hear in the video the dripping behind me, just huge droplets of water dropping right behind me there. And you know, it kind of splashes. I'm sure when it, you know, rained the last couple of days, the water, it just swelled the wood up. The wood is all nasty and punky, and the T111 that's on there is actually dry and still like a crispy wood, but there's not a whole heck of a lot you can do. I chiseled it out of there. The door works fine now, but they're not going to change the door. It's just for a holding warehouse for them. But anyway, let's make the 15-minute run to Woodridge here, and we'll go throw these two combination locks in. Okay, so this door combination lock I took off. This knob, the screws stripped out in it, and that side is wedged right in there, so this knob is getting changed. and it is going. That's the combo. Just doing the knob and the combination lock on here. All right, so you drill your 1 inch from the side. You drill your 5 holes. I have to do it this way because I can't hold the tailpiece to the 5 holes in here. This drops in, and then this works. I oiled everything up, and then I just gotta put the back plate on. Okay, so this is now on the door. Back plate. New knob. Sits on the lockout pin. This works good. I just gotta surface mount the strike plate because, as you can see, the brick mold isn't on or anything, so I'm gonna surface mount that. All right, so I did surface mount this plate. I used long drywalls. Kind of hard to see, but I went through there to hold this jam in place so they can't knock it out too far. Okay, so this next door I just took the lock off of. I threw it over there. That is going in the deadbolt hole. I'm gonna have to get a plate to cover this because that's a 2 1/8 inch hole, and they already put the knob in there. Well, the door closes pretty good. Okay, and as I showed you, these rubbers will not cover that 2 1/8 inch hole. So get rid of those, and we go with the bigger ones. And now they will cover the 2 1/8 inch hole. And that's the difference in size on these. It's quite a, not huge, but it's enough to cover the 2 1/8. And of course, that hole's 2 3/4. That's 2 3/8. But I do have back sets. All right, try this one-handed. So one of these pins come out because these have, let me show you, both holes right there. Set this down for the tailpiece from size to size. Like that's the 2 3/4 slot, and that is the 2 3/8 slot. So in this newer style, let me do this one here. I gotta start this tailpiece. You just drill the one hole up high. That just slides in there. If I get it straight, there we go. And that covers everything up on the door. Let me install the inside plate with the bigger rubber, and we will get this done. All right, so now this is done. As you can see, those bigger rubbers cover everything. Surface mounted plate, door closes, everything's perfect, and we're moving on. All right, so it is 5:50. We got those locks installed in there. The spindle on the knob on the one house there. I guess the guy that installed the doors tried to take it off of there. And the little spindle that the screws into on those cheap knobs is just spinning around, just dancing in the hole there. But anyway, I just changed it out. I had the bigger rubbers for the 2 1/8 inch hole and an extra latch. Anyway, I'm gonna head home. I will catch you guys again tomorrow. If you enjoyed this, leave a thumbs up.